So next three questions, let's have a look. This is a this is a problem. Have a look on this. We have to solve for fx and gx, and the equation is fx plus 0 to this one is given. So first is very clear. We have to differentiate both sides. To differentiate now, f dash x plus g of x should be equal to what? This will become the this function is actually sin x into cos x minus sin s per x. So sin x into cos x is actually sin 2x by 2, sin 2x by 2. Fine. So derivative of sin 2x will be what? 2 cos 2x. 2 cos 2x by 2. And similarly, sin's derivative will be what? Minus cos 2x. So this is the minus sin 2x. There's 2 sin into cos x and doesn't cancel. So I'm getting the f dash x plus g of x is cos 2x minus sin 2x. And f dash x square plus gx square, that should be equal to 1. So to solve for the f and g, so first thing is I can just put the value of f dash in terms of g, and then you can solve for this one. Or you can square the both sides. So f dash x square plus gx square plus 2 f dash x into gx, that should be equal to 1 minus 2 sin 2x cos 2x. So now this will be 1 minus sin 4x, and this thing is 1. So 2 f dash x into gx should be equal to minus 2 sin 2x into cos 2x. This one will cancel. Now I'm getting the f dash x into g of x should be equal to minus sin 2x into cos 2x. Fine. F dash x into gx is minus sin 2x into cos x. And f dash plus gx is cos 2x minus sin 2x. So from here, I guess we can easily observe, right? Because f dash into g. So clearly, f dash can be the cos square plus sin square 2x is 1, which is valid. So I can take the either f dash x as cos 2x, or and if f dash x is cos 2x, gx must be what? Gx must be minus sin 2x, right? And other pair that is possible is what? If gx is cos 2x, right? If gx is cos 2x, then f dash x should be equal to what? Minus sin 2x. So this observation we can easily make after this particular point. Yeah, the two multiplication are the minus sin 2x into cos x, and the sum is the cos x minus sin 2x. So of course, these are the possibilities. So we have to integrate this function, like when g is minus 2 minus sin 2x, f dash x is cos 2x. This integration will be what? This integration will be sin 2x by 2, and this integration will be cos 2x by 2. So, and this is what? Fx, and this is what? Cos x. Sorry, this is what? Fx again. So when g is minus sin 2x, fx is sin 2x by 2, I guess. So fx is when sin 2x by 2, when sin 2x by 2, it is minus sin 2. That is correct. C option. And when the f is cos 2x by 2, it is function is what? Cos 2x. Okay. Option B and C are correct. Okay. Now have a look on this particular question. It says which of the options are correct. This value. So it is the log AA minus log AB plus log AB minus log AA. So you can easily see this and this will cancel, this and this will cancel, 1 1. So it is correct for sure. Now it says the B part, number of integers B for which log B 2024 is a positive integer is 0. Okay. The number of integers B for which okay. So one thing for sure for this one should be positive integer. B should be from the form of B should contain the this particular format. 2024 raised to the power something, right? Let's say this particular form should be there. And it is integer, right? It is integer, so B should be a root and something like that. But 2024 is not a perfect square and all, because 2024 is actually what? 2 into 1012. And this actually some fraction sort of, right? Fraction, I mean like it's a square root, it's cube root sort of there. So let's try to factorize first what we are getting. This will be 506 and then 253. And 253, I guess it's a prime number. 253, uh, yeah, 253 into 4. So it is 800. एक second. It is 1012. It is 506. So 2 into 2 into 506, I guess, and then 8 again into 503. I mean 8 into 503. Okay, sorry, 253. Okay, so 53 into 8 if I have to calculate, so that is what? 400 and 424. And I guess this is the prime number particular. So I don't think so. This roots are defined and also. I guess this is also correct, right? Because 2024 square root cube roots should be there, be right, but it's not possible. So when b is integer, it can't be an integer, but positive in fact. Okay. So there is a unique positive integer n for which this one holds question. So this equation is log 2, log 16 n should be equal to log 4, log 4n. So regarding this equation, you should understand. See, here we have to compare log 2 and log 4. So first we should make the base identical. So this will be log 2, log 4n, and now this power will come and divide. So 1 by 2 will be. Now this power I will supply in the this particular. Fine. So this will become the this power 1 by 2. Alright. Now we have log 2, log 16n. Now we will equate what? This and this. So log 16n should be equals to log 4n raised to power 1 by 2. Now log 4n by 2 will come and that should be equal to log 4n raised to power 1 by 2. Now this thing is alpha. So alpha by 2 should be equal to alpha ki power 1 by 2. So alpha should be 2 alpha ki power 1 by 2. Now square both sides. So alpha square should be 4 alpha. Then alpha into alpha minus 4 should be equal to 0. And when alpha is 0, when alpha is 4, and alpha is actually what? Alpha is log 4n. That is coming out to 0 or 4. So n should be 1 or 4 ki power 4. That we are getting. So n should be 4 or 4 ki power 4. So that is the 4 ki power 4 is 16. 16 square, I guess. That is 256, and that is 1. That is 257. Right. So there's some of the digits of n. There is a unique positive integer n such that acha. Okay, there's also a problem there. N can't be 1, right? When n is 1, this is not defined, right? Log 4n we have there. So log 4n we have taken as alpha. So when n is 1, things will not defined. So this I can't take. So it is only what? 256. So 5, 6, 5, 11, add 11 to what? 13. C is also correct because n equal to 1 is not defined, right? Clear? Okay. Now in this question, it says is defined for x greater than c, then c is this one. So to this to be defined, this should be like this x should be positive. I mean, not x positive. This should be positive overall, right? So when this is positive, so like it implies 2024 will go in the right hand side. So log 2023, log 2022, similarly log 2021, and log 2020. This particular thing should be greater than 1. Now this will go. So it is 2023 there. Now this will go to 2022 is power there. Now this will go. 2021 will be there. Now this will go. 2020 is there. So 2021 raised to the power 2021, 22, 23. This will be there. So I guess 2023 is missing there. So first when it will go 2023, this is one. So 2023 will go. So I guess this is incorrect because it should start with what? The initial power will be 2023 itself. So I guess this is incorrect then. Okay, fine. Now this question. If x is such that the maximum of this value we have to calculate. Okay, just have to check if it is continuous and differentiable to points. Let us plot the graph of this function. max of 3 minus x, okay, max of 3 minus x, comma, 3 minus x cube is there. So now it is the mod of 3 minus x. Mod of 3 minus x is there. And similarly, it is 3 minus x cube. Okay. It is the mod x minus 3 and this is the 3 minus x cube. So this is our, I mean this particular point will be 0 comma 3 and this is again what? First let me plot the y equal to minus x cube. So like, minus x cube will look like what? When x is positive, this will be a negative. So it will go this way and this will go this way. You have to add 3 now. And at x equals to 3 particular, this will be negative. So it will it will uplift by 3 units. So it will go like this way and it will cross in between, I guess, because at 3 it is 0 and at 3 it is negative. So it will go this way. Fine. Because it have to cross right this particular. So this will go this way. Because at x equal to 0 it is what? 3, this particular function. At x equal to 3 it is what? Negative somehow, some value, and that is okay, fine. And this have to pass through this point and this point. So it will have to cross this line for sure. Okay, fine. And regarding the this calculation, so when x is less than 3, this will be 3 minus x. And regarding 3 minus x and 3 minus x cube, which will be bigger? That everything for x less than 0, because after the x greater than 0, it is very clear this will intersect at some particular point, let's say alpha, right? And it will go in this way. And of course, after that, this function will be bigger, this mod 1, right? This is clear. And for some duration, of course, this will be bigger, right? So this is a but for the left hand side, we have to concern about. We have concern about. Okay. So when x is negative, one thing for sure, between the 0 to 1 value, like let's say some particular boxes there. So clearly x cube will be less than x. X again, because it is a negative. So when it is negative, so in between the minus 1 to 0 value, let's say minus 1 by 2 I'm choosing, right? So minus 1 by 8 is less as compared to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So clearly this value is bigger. Find this value is bigger. This value is bigger between minus 1 to 0. So and after that, 3 minus x cube will be, because x is negative still, 3 minus x cube will be bigger. So it will cross, right? And this will go upside because x cube will be greater than x when x is negative and sign is negative, right? Sorry, initially x will be greater than x cube for sure, but when the because it is a negative, x is negative, right? So of course x is negative, that side is bigger, but when we will add additionally more negative, so this will have a higher value. So it will go upway, and this is the maximum, right? And this value will be when they're equal, this is equal to the minus 1 value. Clear? Okay. And this particular point is what? This particular point is 3, right? So this point I also know this point will be 1, because below 3, like below, not below, low, like left of the 3, it is 3 minus x itself. So this point will be 1 and this point will be minus 2. And you can easily see this particular function, okay, no worries, fine. Okay, so maximum to take, so this is the maximum, 3 minus x is the maximum. Oh no, 3 minus x cube will cross. Okay. Uh, After minus 1, this will have a more value. Okay, yeah, fine. So it will be there after minus 1. And this at let's say at minus 1 by 2 I'm checking. So at minus 1 by 2, which is bigger? This one is bigger for sure. Yeah, this one is bigger. Okay, yeah, clear. Okay, so this is the graph which we have drawn. So this is the maximum part. Okay, so this is the graph. Okay, now to the correct options. Function is continuous. Of course, this is correct. Function is always continuous. Regarding non-differentiability, so it is a line and that become a curve. So 3 minus x cube is there. So minus 3x squared at minus 100 is slope is 3. So this is the first point for non-differentiability. Again, this is a line and this will become a curve. So it is the 3 minus x cube, right? It is a 3 minus x cube. So at the 0, it is slope is 0 and this is the minus 1 slope. So there's also another point. And again, this point, this is again a line, this is again point. 3 minus x cube, so minus 3x square at 1. So minus 3 again. Again, another point is again another point. So there are 4 points for which function is what? Non-differentiable. So function non-derivative is 4 points. So option A and option D is correct. Fine. Okay. Let's next question is in the next video. Thank you.